Say it again. Are y'all having a good time? All righty. So we about to get back into this discussion. Discussion shit.
No discussion.
Look, that liquor is hitting me. Who bought me that lemon drop? Yeah. It's getting to me. We were about to hop back into this discussion portion. So yeah, we back. We back. So where we left off in that last conversation, everyone was talking a little bit more about, personal development, growth, healing. So I'm going to ask a question, and it may be a little bit too deep for y'all, but I still want y'all to answer it. How did the relationship dynamic between your parents affect how you view love? And I know, Bellah, I know you kind of touched on that. So, but everybody else, I want to get your perspectives on that. So let's start with it. Garland, you ready? Go ahead. Just go ahead.
You want me to go first?
You wanted to go first.
All right, I'm going to say this. First of all, like, your parents, the relationship, like, that's everything. Like, when you trying to date somebody, you want to look at how they grew up. You want to look at the foundation. You want to look at, how they mom, how they dad, like, how they, how was they raised. That's very important, and that's something that us men should always look at, but same vice versa though. And I think that's very important, because honestly, if they didn't have their parents in their life, 9 out of 10, that it ain't gonna work out.
So with that being said, the question is more for you. So it's for you.
Okay.
So how did the relationship dynamic between your parents, how did it affect how you view love?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. My dad passed away when I was younger, like when I was 10 years old. He was my role model, he was my everything. And not having him in my life kind of changed a lot of things, because I didn't take anything seriously. I say for anybody, if you don't have your father in your life, that's everything. Mother as well. So with me, I only had my mom, and I was all over the place. I didn't really care about a lot of things. I was giving my mom hell, and not having my dad really affected everything, because he had probably 3 baby mamas, I want to say. I only got one, thankfully, but that definitely played a part, because not having that father figure to teach me how to, be a man, and how to, act with women, and, relationships, I struggle with that. And I played with women most of my life, and I'm 31 years old.
Okay, so I feel like, watching my mom or whatever, my mom and dad were together until I was about maybe 7, and then they split up. My dad moved out. My mom, she was like this very independent, I don't need a man, I don't want no man, this and that. And so I have an older brother. We have different fathers, and she not cool with really neither one of our fathers, so it's like this thing she got against men or whatever. And I think like growing up, I kind of had that same mindset for a while, so I started becoming like what they say, too independent, and trying to do every single thing on my own. So like now, even if like a man try to open my door, I'll be like, thanks, but I'm so used to doing everything by myself, so I'm trying to get out of that mindset of being so masculine, I guess, or like dominant or something, whatever they say. Independent. Okay. I was like that for a little bit, but now being 30, it's like it's okay to let a man be a man, at the end of the day, but it takes a certain type of man for me to let my guard down, but that's kind of in short.
So for me, it's kind of weird, because I grew up not knowing my father, but I had a stepfather in the household. So I had an example as to what the husband looked like, what a man should be. But I'm also a child of divorce in that same situation. So it does kind of play on what love looks like for me. Even though, you know, I know my mom loves her husband, which is my sister's dad. But it did kind of make me take a step back. You know what I'm saying? When that went down, like, okay, is this something that I could go through possibly? And it's kind of hard to separate what other people go through and like, you know, your life. You know what I'm saying? Especially when that's the only example that you had. You feel what I'm saying? But I've grown from that, right? And I understand that I live my own life. I make my own decisions. And just because they went through a certain situation doesn't mean I'm going to go through that same situation. And it takes a lot of growing, a lot of healing to kind of understand that. I could have just sat in that and soaked in that and became that, you know what I'm saying? But I see otherwise for myself. So that's kind of where I'm at in regards to, you know, the relationship that my mom had with my stepfather.
Okay. Bellah, you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier about you being a foster kid. So I want to, you know, circle back around to you and have you answer that same question as well. You don't have to go too deep.
What's the question originally, so I can kind of...
No, it's okay. The question originally was, you know, how did the relationship dynamic between, you know, your two parents affect how you view love? And I know that your perspective is a little different. So,
okay. So to be 100% honest, I can say because of the downfalls in life, with just understanding that my parents was never going to be there to a certain extent, I think I more so naturally leaned on God. Even as a kid, at 4 years old of being adopted, my only stance or my only faith that I had was through God, only because my grandma used to take me to church. So when it came down to the wire of what do I do when you have been abandoned? What do you do when the thing that you want the most will never return? You know, so for me, it was my faith and it was my understanding of God. I would literally create every home that I would go to, I would literally have a closet and I would pray for hours. I would finish my homework early. I do the same thing to this day. So that's the very thing that has literally created that love within me. I am love to everybody else because God is love. I am an example to everybody else because I understand God's love for me. And that's why you can see I still have joy in the midst of trials.
Woo! Can we give it up for that? Can we also give it up for them just being open and transparent? Because that is hard. Yeah. I guess I'll be open too. But no, the reason why I asked you all that because as I'm getting older, I noticed certain things about me that it directly came from the relationship that I seen with my parents. My background is I did grow up with both parents in the household. Now, most people think, oh, you are blessed because of that. But I grew up in a household where it was two people that really didn't want to be together and they had to be together. I'm going to share another fun fact. I have an older brother who's 3 years older than me who has severe autism. So you had two people bonded together for their child. And then, honestly, they didn't plan me. My mama got her tools tied after me because I was a surprise. But coming up in a household where two people really don't want to be together, but they want to make it work for these kids, and then you see the outcome of that. So even when I argue, the way I argue with partners, like I hit below the belt. I can be a really, really nasty person, and it surprises me because I'm like, where does this come from? Like, but it comes from my parents and how they argue and how they hit below the belt and how they cuss each other out. So that was my love language for a while. Like, okay, well, if I say something to you that I hit under the belt, I feel like you should get over it. But no, don't let you say nothing to me because I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry as soon as you say the wrong thing to me. So does anybody in the audience want to add their perspective of that? Okay,
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, get that one. Yeah, that won't work. That's probably why I tried, honestly.
That would work.
Okay, who wanted to ask their perspective? Okay, you said you look over break your tongue. Say, I'm shy. I really don't want to speak up. Okay, come on. Say your name and your age.
My name is Nikki. I'm 26. See, my mama, she beat on niggas. So.
Damn. Out the gate.
You just told us a lot right there. You just told us a lot.
Out the
No,
gate.
but look, let me
No, we love your truth though. We love your truth.
Let
Real
me
talk.
tell y'all, I don't. So, I don't. I try to like.
It's in you.
I try.
Please don't beat on niggas.
So, she really like, she got angry and she like let her anger out in different ways. But I always told myself I didn't want to be like that because we was exposed to too much at a young age. So, I'm not gonna lie, I did once before when I tried, but after I tried to talk and get an understanding. But when I wasn't getting an understanding and they still tried to play with me, I resorted to other precautions. But now, I didn't grow up with both parents, but I had a lot of boy cousins that taught me a lot of things that I'm street smart and book smart, but they taught me a lot of stuff that went along with what's going on. So now I really don't care. It's like, it's funny to me because I know what I deserve, but I know what I would tolerate. So I really don't like, my mama, she tolerated a lot of stuff from different men, but I know I won't tolerate it, but it's up to me. Like, if I decide to tolerate that, that's on me. Do I want to make myself mad or do I want to let it go?
Respect.
I mean, this is authenticity. We keep it real authentic. She said, look, my mama beat. So, okay, anybody? Okay, go ahead. You've been a lot today. Come on.
Hey, it's me again. But anyway, so I grew up with both my parents, but both my parents are not together. So growing up, I seen my mom, married, divorced. I've seen this thing that she went through. 3 kids, working, all that type of stuff. Just a lot. And so recently, I'll say for the past 3-4 years, I've seen my dad, which is all. Hello? Oh. No, I seen my dad, he's been married for 11 years. And I seen, what they've been through. Hello? What they came and, they work through things together.
Testing. Okay, I'll just hold it for you.
Okay, so yes, I've seen my dad. He's been married for 11 years, of course, like I said. And I've seen both of them come together as one and overcome a lot of things. And it's different for me because I've seen my mom for most of my years, of course. And it took me until I'm 24 years old to finally realize a lot of things that I had to overcome with my mom. Like she said, my mom was beating on dudes, and I was the type 1. Like, if you say something to me wrong, I'm going to snap on you, or I'm going to fight you, literally. But, coming to see my dad, with them, they work stuff out. They might say some stuff, but they always come together and work things out. So that's my prime example of everything.
Okay. Anybody else? Give it up for her. Being transparent. Being open. Do you want to share? Yeah. What's the question? Did you? The question is, how did the relationship dynamic between your parents affect how you love? Y'all can't hear back here. My bad.
Hi, my name is Madonna Porche. I'm 24 years old. This is my sister. So we have the same mother, but we have different fathers. And from my perspective, again, we have the same mother. So my mother was married. So I saw that, but it wasn't necessarily a healthy marriage. And that definitely shaped the way that I feel about men now.
Right now, I'm going to therapy because I have an understanding that what I saw definitely wasn't healthy, and that's not what I want for myself, and that's not what I want for my children in the future. So the way that has shaped the way that I look at relationship today, it makes me understand. It allows me to understand that it's very important to heal from your trauma and what you've been taught. So that you can have a very successful marriage or relationship or whatever it is that you want to be. Like, I want to be healthy for myself. I don't want to keep those traumas because I seen how hurt everyone was in the situation. And since I went through it a lot as a child and it affected me from different areas, that's not what I want in my future. So again, the way that to me is just to really heal and learn who you are and understand right from wrong.
Oh, give it up for her. Anybody else that want to share? Anybody else want to share? Okay. You do? What happened to you? I've been playing games.
Gotta say my name. I gotta say my name. Okay. I would say both of my parents were manipulators, and I grew up, and I just went through my healing journey, and I found out that I was also a manipulator. I knew how to manipulate. I also was manipulated, so just trying to not manipulate, because women are natural born manipulators, so like it comes easily. I think I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah. So I learned not to manipulate, and I learned that I got it from my parents. So.
Oh, give it up for her. Anybody else want to share? Okay. Ooh, okay. Come on, blonde braids. I feel it. Beyonce.
Hey, y'all. I'm Tiffany. I am 30-something. You know, a little razzle-dazzle. My parents' marriage was very unhealthy, and I had a lack of respect for men in the sense that I wouldn't fight with them because I know the strength of a man, right? But I had no respect. I had to learn on my own not to call a bitch, not to disrespect a man regardless of what stage of life he was in, you know what I mean? And it made my relationship with my daughter's father very tumultuous, and it took for her, she's almost 22, it took for her to, you know, get this, I'm sorry, it took for her to get this old to mend the relationship with him. You know what I mean? And so, and to realize that regardless of my sexuality, whatever she chooses to do in life, I don't want her to have that trauma when it goes into relationships with men, because I absolutely did not have a respect for men. Like, it was just like, you are beneath me, and I will carry you like that. You know what I mean? It took healing myself to get to a place where I could respect you regardless of, and understand where you are, even if you're in an unhealed state. So.
Ooh, give it up for her. Yeah, anybody else want to share? Okay, come ahead.
I'll share. As an oldest girl, I am the only girl and the oldest. So I've gotten the privilege to watch my mom throughout every relationship. She's married now. She's been married for 10 years, but I have had the front row seat to that. And the way that it shaped my relationships with men, not having much respect for men because my mom was so strong, and also a man abuser, you know, I got to witness that. And it made me have a lack of respect for men. But I will say this, the men that she was abusing as a 30-year-old woman now, looking back on that situation, had no business being in our household or in our life at all. They were not men handling their business. So I will say that, but it's my mom has been verbally abusive in any relationship, not just with men, you know what I mean? And so that shows up in my relationship as being quick-witted, and I'm not the person that you want to spar with because I learn from the best, you know what I mean? So as I have grown and healed, it has given me the opportunity to choose my words wisely, even if right or wrong, even if having the intellect or, you know what I mean, the stance in the argument, just choosing the ability to when to use that wit and when not to use that wit. And I will say this as well for the men in the audience. I have 8 brothers. It has taken my love for my brothers to adjust my respect for men in general, especially black men, because I haven't had any men in my life deserve that until I seen my brothers grow into men. And I've had to rethink how I love and respect any black man that I come across, because my brothers are those. They're not kids anymore. You know, they're not little boys. They are grown. And so just having, you know, growing up with a verbally abusive black woman to her black man, and seeing that dynamic play out, I have the utmost respect for y'all. Let me just take it there, because I have been drinking tequila and I done spun off a little bit.
Okay, give it up for her, y'all. So if you ask me, and it's an observation, I'm not a clinical therapist. I don't study behaviors and shit like that. I just got a podcast. But it sounds like to me, a lot of us, our first view of love was from our parents, whether if they were there or not, whether if they were together or not, if they were married or divorced. Is that true? Yes? No? Yeah? Okay. All righty. So I'm going to get ready to wrap up this portion. Do you all want to add anything to the discussion? Oh, sorry. Here you go.
So just an observation from me, pretty much just listening to everybody out in the audience, it's really subjective, right, to your experience. You know, what you came up with, what you grew up with. I will say that, you know, being a child of divorce has its pros and cons, right? So that man stepped in when another nigga stepped down. You feel what I'm saying? And so that instilled in me a completely different perspective in regards to how I treat anybody, right? Whether it's, you know, a nigga that I'm just begging for change, or, for example, my girlfriend's son. You feel what I'm saying? So the fact that I had that example in my household where there was a man that was biologically not my father, but stepped up to take care of me, pretty much put me in position to kind of handle situations where, if you think about it, 9 times out of 10, there's a lot of women with kids in this dating scene, right, that we're in right now, where, you know, the man isn't around. So that kind of put me in a different position from a man that just came up with his father or no father, you know, having the respect and just the resilience and just that ambition to just step up to the plate, you know, and be there for someone else that was in need. So I just wanted to put that out there. I really appreciate everybody sharing their truth. But just know that, you know, navigating these relationships, it's all subjective to how you come up, your experiences, you know what I'm saying, your life. And it really pleases me to know that everybody is kind of dove into, you know, their own individual journey with their experiences. So give it up for yourselves, you know.
Okay, Rehka, Bellah, Garland, y'all want to add any lasting words?
Can you hear me? Just want to say that I love my black queens. Continue to be strong. Continue to be yourselves. We love you, and that's about it.
So I want to first off, Lynette, you've been my client for some time now. So I want to say that I'm very, 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 very proud of you in your growth, in your tenacity, in your strength, your resilience to keep carrying on and on and on. And I feel like as time goes, you're going to become even more innovative and creative, and you're honestly what this city needs. So keep it up. Don't stop. Don't quit. You already know how I'm coming, so I ain't gonna let you, okay? But also, thank you guys so much for even coming out to even support her. She works so hard, effortlessly, and y'all make sure that she do not stop, okay? Yes, we all go through things in life. We all have moments where we want to stop. We get depressed, the realism of life. But please, if Lynette is not saying anything or she's not doing something, please inbox her to encourage her to keep going, because she is what we need. Also, if you're not following me on social media, take out your phones now. If I was up, I would literally come take y'all phones out. So take y'all phones out and literally put my social media in there, the Bellah Polish. I don't see a lot of phones out. Where's the phones? Where's the phones? The Bellah, BELLAH Polish. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. I'm gonna just kind of keep it short. Hi. So things are gonna be okay. That's all I want to say. It'll be okay. Everything will be fine. I know times are hard right now, and you want to spaz out, you want to act out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but just think about how far you've come. And if you was in that situation years ago or months ago, how would you have reacted compared to now? And just, everything is gonna be okay. Just relax. You're gonna look back and be like, wow, that really bothered me. Like, I'm strong. Like, we stronger than we think, God will, I ain't gonna go there. All right, I'm done. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, God really makes a way. And I've been in some horrible situations, and I'm just like, how did that happen? How did I make it this far in life? There were times, I'm gonna be 31 years old, I would have never thought I would be here this far in life. I wanted to let that shit go, like at 16, you know what I'm saying? So, like, just to come this far and just the things that I'm into, like being a part of this, like this is really important to me. And I just would have never thought I would be here right now. And I thank you for that, like, truly. So things will be fine.
Give it up for them. Give it up for this panel. All righty. Okay. I got my last words, and then I'm gonna allow Viva to take it away and close out the show. First and foremost, I just want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and thank you all for coming out and supporting my podcast, y'all. I put blood and tears into this. Like, you can ask my best friend Tamara, aka Pineapple Tings, in the building. Yeah, I'm a regular person that works her ass off and pull my dream together. I have doubts. I go through excuse me. I'm spilling out my heart. Thank you. I go through depression. I go through ups and downs. Anybody in here, I feel like everybody in here has a natural gift or talent that God has instilled in you. Coming from someone at the very young age of 4 up until 12, I was in speech therapy, getting pulled out of class because I did not know how to formally form sentences, to come here and be in front of you all and speak. I don't know who this is for, but each and every one of you have something in you that God has instilled in you that you have to go and seek after. You have to. Outside of here, I'm super shy. But it's like when I come and do this, it's like a beast in me comes out. And that's with any and everything that you all do too. So I hope that you all really enjoyed this. It's not just about talking about relationships, but it also is about unity and showing that we have other things to do in St. Louis besides the bar and the club, which ain't nothing wrong with it because we technically are in a bar. But, this is just, I just love the unity. I love everyone being open about their perspectives. Thank you to my guest panel. Thank you to my performers. Thank you to my best friend Tamara. Look, I cried every day up until today. I had a temper tantrum yesterday. But just also one more thing. Surround yourself with people who want to see you win. Please. And just know, when God puts something on your heart, Sometimes other people are not going to see the vision. Please just keep that in mind. But other than that, y'all, we gonna let DJ Kimmy New mix it up, and then we gonna have Viva close out the show. Thank y'all so much for coming out, and I hope y'all enjoyed this. So thank y'all.